Yo, what's going on, man?
What's going on? What's going
on? I got something in my head. I'm just thinking it through. I think in today's society, a lot of people are missing their father. They're being raised without fathers. And I'm starting to feel like nowadays how a lot of people don't have fathers in their life and raised like this from already a decade. You've seen all this crime and stuff. You always hear the first time you hear somebody do a crime, oh, I don't have no father and this and that. You always know that. And you was raised without your father, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't in your life?
No, I had father figures.
You had father figures, but it wasn't the same.
It wasn't my father. You're right. It's not the same. No matter how much somebody dedicate to be your father, it's not the same.
No, because you know why? Yeah, something about the father.
I'm very grateful for the people that dedicated that time, but it's still not the same. You still feel empty.
Well, see, this is why I'm thinking about it, because I was raised with my father.
Right.
My father was my life.
Right.
I can't imagine just living with my mom, because my mom's real emotional and this and that, and my dad was my balance.
Right.
And he used to balance me out. I looked up so much for my dad, and ever since he passed away, I feel like a part of me is dead. I don't feel the same. That balance ain't no more. I started seeing myself get more emotional, and more filled with rage and anger, but I had no reason to be angry. But I think it has to do with not having my father in my life.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah?
Because I feel like that's, including myself and other men, I feel like that's why we got so much emotion and rage and act out in ways, because we are raised around more women. We don't got too many men to balance it out, or we don't have that man that guide us all the time, or we just lost. You know what I mean? Because a woman can teach us how to live, but they can't teach you how to be a man.
No.
She damn sure can. You know what I'm saying? She could teach you how to live. She could teach you life and the fundamentals and the rules of life that people could teach you, but she can't teach you how to hold your baby.
Right.
Well, she probably can, but it just, you know what I'm symbolically saying.
Yeah, but for some reason, I feel empty without my father in my life. Now, do you think that you had this rage growing up, this anger, this emotional, but something about your mom, you just, what was it feel like? Because I can't imagine without my dad.
Felt lost, man.
Felt lost?
Straight up. And I'm glad you got on this, because this is deep, because I'm going through it now with my wife, you know, and I'm telling her that, you know, without these kids, regardless if you get along or not,
you gotta be there for the kids.
It has to be a balance between mama and daddy. I told her, you know how I'm in this business and stuff, so I'm willing to do any type of sacrifices to make this relationship work. However, it gotta play out just for us to have at least a home for these children, because without two together, it does create, because I remember growing up like that, I was lost, man. Like my dad, and my brother's dad helped raise me.
Wow.
And I'll talk to my dad on the phone here and there. I didn't even know I had a dad till I got older.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because his dad and my grandfather was around. My brother's dad and my grandfather was around. And then when my brother was born, that's when I really started realizing I had a dad. Like, I used to come over here at this house right here. Used to play around here, never knowing this my dad's side of the family for the longest. Just knowing this my family. But then you get older, and then you just get another brother, and you notice that that's his dad, and he has a grandmother, a different grandmother, and all that. And that stuff is fucking kooky with a kid head. You know, I know things happen, and it's not purposely done to be this way to affect us as people, but it affects us as people.
You probably didn't understand it as a kid, but now that you're a grown man, now you can understand.
Yeah, I can understand that it's situations that happen, and this is how things play out.
Have you ever tried reaching out to him?
Yeah, I talked to my dad. My dad is a great guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a cop, militant. He's a great guy. He's the opposite of me. You know, I'm kind of like straight rebellious in a way, but you know, he's still a great guy. You know, he provided for me.
Right.
He did. Like, he financially provided. I seen him a couple of times. I went and stayed with him once.
Oh, cool.
But when I was younger, for like a summer. But still, it wasn't the same, because I didn't have that attendance of him. He didn't teach me how to ride a bike. Never taught me how to dribble a ball. Never taught me how to be a man. Never taught me how to shake that punch off. Never taught me none of that. That was my brother's dad. You know what I mean?
Now,
which
is he still alive?
My brother's dad?
No, your dad?
My dad is still alive. My brother's dad is an awesome guy too.
Yeah.
Super
but I think,
awesome.
but it's still not your dad.
Still not my dad, but he's super awesome. He's basically
awesome,
my dad because this is what I'm talking about, the confusion part.
Right.
Because he took me in since I was 6 months. My brother's 4 months, 4 years apart.
Oh wow.
So who dad was he before my brothers came? He was with a relationship with my mother. He was my dad. So it's really, this is what a kooky stuff, because when he left the house, my mother got a husband. Right. You know what I'm saying? This guy, I'm beefing with my mother. I had like a little baby boy situation. That's when I got kicked out my house when I was young, because I was bad in school and shit and all this weird stuff. I don't know what was going on. I was young. You know what I'm saying? I just know that I didn't disrespect my mother, and it caused confusion because the mother is trying to get it together. She trying to find herself. Right. You're trying to find yourself. And what the fuck? And my mom was a teenager when she had me. She wasn't an adult.
See, that's another thing.
You get what I'm saying? So
see, I guess now you can understand.
I'm a product of the environment.
Right.
Like a lot of us is.
Right.
You know, I'm a product of that damn environment. That's why a lot of confusion and rage. I see it, man. It's evident, man. Because this is shit. Then we go to the streets.
And now, see, this is the other thing. And you see a lot of people going into gangs, right?
Right.
I kind of feel is that they're missing that father figure, so they're trying to find a family bond, maybe.
But a lot of people in gangs also have fathers that's in the gang.
Well, I mean, there's crooked people everywhere.
It's bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Some things are affiliated by bloodline. A lot of things are affiliated by being lost. You know what I mean? This is why people are lost, because, man, it just goes down to this, bro. Nobody got. It's been going on since the beginning of time, bro. And since the evils came along, you know what I'm saying? They misguiding everybody. It's false idols misguiding everybody. There's no direction. There's no solid. The God is the only solid shit. You know what I'm saying? But without God, and there's no solid foundation in God, man. I ain't saying be perfect in church.
No.
Picture. I'm talking about just acknowledging the Most High and that there are a head and everything. You know what I'm saying? There's no structure. So nobody gives a fuck. Like, all right, this is why I know fathers, I've been seeing like lately, going through it. All right, the woman want to be powerful. The man want to be powerful. Nobody understands their powers like we in some superhero movie. Right. Nobody really understands their true powers for who they are. They just want to be more powerful than the next motherfucker. So then they got boom, 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 boom. And then now there's no man. There's kids running around with the mama.
Yeah.
Daddy barely there. And then all of a sudden, daddy and mama start hating each other more. Then there's no motherfucking daddy. Then there's another papa.
Yeah.
And then there's a kid got to choose which papa is the coolest papa. You know what I'm saying? It's like a kooky fucking. The best thing to do, y'all, is stay together. Even if y'all want to date other people while y'all together, y'all come to some type of agreement. If y'all got kids, man, because you know it could be. I'm not saying y'all gotta stay each other and make each other miserable. Right. Because I grew up with my dad's parents, right? Also, because my mom was a teenager, she needed help. My dad's parents, they argued every fucking day, like violently. It was bad. My grandmother, I love her. She was like my mom, but she was an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? It was bad, bro. Like bad shit. So I remember crying, telling them to stop arguing. But see, the thing that they should have came to an agreement to disagree. Because if you go stay together, you know y'all still got that love for each other. Y'all want to stay together for a certain purpose, for the grandkid or for the kid. Right. Y'all got to come to a point where y'all could, like you were saying earlier when I was saying I was doing something, you was like, oh, that was mature. Like you got to come to a point when it's maturity. Yeah. In the situation, dude. Because I've been through it all, bro. And
I believe it, man.
Kids with no daddy is bad, bro.
UA to the day you die. That's my life. Why y'all niggas gotta hate on